All right, let me play my opening. We are live. Got everything going a little bit smooth, but let's play the opening because I got to hear my music. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good evening, Rick.
Good evening. Good evening.
How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Well, I'm good. Been a not a stressful week, but it's definitely been a busy week.
And what kind of week is that? You always have a pretty busy week.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's always some fires to put out. Um, always, something going on with the business, new opportunities, just a lot of decision making, all that. Not to mention it's been freezing cold. So you gotta love this virtual world that we live in now because you can still get stuff done and still be in the comfort of your home office. And I really enjoy the fact that the remote world, the virtual world is not going anyplace, even though a lot of companies are trying to change the dynamic of everything, which
They're
I
trying to
don't
bring it back.
understand. That to me makes no sense. That stats have shown that you are more productive when you're working from the comfort of your home. People tend to work longer hours. They'll get up earlier because they can start work. Like even a lot of times with the fact that we do a lot of business with the state, I'll get emails like 7 o'clock at night. When they were in person at the building, you never got
Yeah,
communication.
they had
You know,
eight to
they
four,
left that door.
8 to 4 hours.
Yeah,
But
and
I like it. Agree with you. But that is like the lifestyle. But like yourself, you don't let gravity, more or less hold you back, and you just keep moving forward. But like the corporate world knows both sides now. But like before, if you recall, remember when they had, like corporate had, they could like detect your keystrokes, and it wasn't really too, a lot of people were still hanging around the water cooler. You know what I mean? But
well, they still got. Well, it's enhanced technology now where they can track when you sign in, how
yeah,
long,
right, they was
keystrokes.
doing that before, right?
They were doing it before, but now there's a lot more vendors out there that offer that service and more sophisticated than others. Some companies are so, but I think that companies, I mean, they do have that tracking software installed,
Mm-hmm.
but they're more concerned. The ones that really appreciate the work that people remotely do, and that is that the product is done on time, the service is done on time. They may even come in before the actual due dates are, so people are meeting their goals much easier. And things like my refrigerator broke. I can't come in until the tech guy comes and fixes it. You can still be working, doing your thing at work, handling your business, while the guy's in the other room, doing the repair.
Right,
And
that's
if he
true.
walks up to you and says, "I'm done," you just mute yourself if you're not already muted. You got your checkbook right there. You can even go to non-video and walk him out the door, and you're still engaged in the conversation. You still hear it, all of that. So distractions are less. People that some people just have to be around people. I'm not one of those people. I like quiet. I like to be able to get my job done without interruption. And you know that I can sit at the computer for 8 hours, just
Well, we
bring
talking about the same Trina.
bring something to eat, huh?
Not saying Trina, I know. You
Oh,
gotta have something going on, Trina. You gotta have
well, I'm on the computer.
something on the phone,
Yeah, that's what I'm
something
saying.
heavy with
I
it.
could
You
be
just
sitting at my desk doing
oh,
my.
I thought you said you was
Oh
hitting
no,
those silence. I said, come on now.
no, I'm saying the
That's
same
not you.
exact same. I'm like, I'm saying I prefer to be working from home, getting it done any day, any day, any day. So anyway, I put a little post out, and I didn't get it. Well, I got a couple people. We haven't really booked them, but we did get a couple people that were interested in doing the show. Um, but I put an interesting post out, and I really, truly, I want to have some deep conversations. So I want to talk. I put a post out there that I would like a guest to be on our show who is a starch Trump supporter, so we can understand how these people really think. And I'm the person that's sitting in front of the news, CNN, or I don't even watch any of it anymore, and I will not watch it. But prior to the election, we were tuning in to CNN from sun up to sundown. We
True.
switched between CNBC, sun up to sundown, and just to keep up with the politics and see where everything was going. Now that we know the results, I could care less because I don't really think that by the time it trickled down to our level, it's already done and it's useless to even get upset about it. Even though I had a conversation with a potential student 2 days ago. She's a nurse and she wants to be a casino dealer. She says she's just so fed up with the nursing world. And I don't know anything about it, so I was just shocked because I thought, they had
Well,
a
that's
really,
strange.
yeah, I thought they had like a really
Very
good
strange.
industry where you made good money, you're in demand, all of that. And she says she just can't wait to get out of it. A couple of her friends are casino dealers, and they just have fun. They're more happier. They're not stressed. They're not this. They're not that. And then we started to talk about the price of groceries. We started to talk about different things. We didn't make it political, but we did talk about how people in the United States need to stick together to stop some of these things. For example, the thing that's going on out in California with the fires. And Rick and I would both like to say our hearts go out to
Yeah.
those people. At first, when I saw it, I wasn't as concerned, and God forgive me, but I'm thinking, oh, it's Palisades, whatever. Those are rich people. They'll be able. Nobody wants to lose their home. I don't care rich or poor. No one wants to have that type of invasion in their personal life. But for a rich person, you're going to be able to go stay at a luxury hotel or go to your summer home or rent a home or
Or
wherever,
your second home.
your second,
Or
third, fourth, fifth home.
yeah, maybe your third home.
Right. And you'll have enough money in your arsenal to rebuild. Turns out it's not, it's hitting the poor person. And so the insurance companies are like just pulling out and just trying to figure out ways and you read this article, Rick, where they are going to make it a natural disaster so they don't have to pay to replace these people's homes. But I suggested, and she and I spoke about it, just don't pay your premium for 1 month. If nobody paid their premium, and you don't even have to do it with every insurance industry. Let's just go with Allstate or whatever the biggest insurance company is out there in LA. If everybody just band together and didn't pay their premium for that month, we would put them in a tizzy. If we would just stop buying eggs for 1 day, we would put them in a tizzy. We have power collectively that we can show the upper echelon who run this thing that we have more numbers than they do. And we do. And I hope we don't get taken off. Well, we're on YouTube too. We're about to go on a podcast thing. So we're
Mm-hmm.
making that up. So we don't have to worry about
We'll see what happens.
Facebook flagging us or getting
Well, if
us
we're gonna
off.
test the waters, we're gonna test the waters
Yeah.
anyway.
But we need to stick together as a people. Go on Facebook and start your own little mission to make a difference in your community so that we can stop these prices from it. Nobody's saying anything. And I said to her, and I've been saying it since I think it happened early 2010, something like that. That minute that they raised those gas prices, remember that when gas went up to $3, $4, $5 a gallon, and people just complain, but I still got to get to work. I still got to do this. I still got to, and I get all that. But we do have to, at some point, say that we have to, as a people in a nation, we have to draw the line and say, look, we need to stop big business from taking advantage of every opportunity that they can when it comes to our livelihoods. So imagine if we just didn't buy, nobody across the country bought gas for the day. Nobody across the country, like I said, bought eggs for the day. Or we just stopped on a small scale. We can live without eggs. We might not be able to live without gas um, if we, have to get back and forth to work. But I'm sure there's public transportation that could get us there. And that's why it was such an impact with the COVID, because gas companies were going, they were having some trouble because people didn't go to work. So they weren't at the big gas pump on a weekly basis filling up to go to work. They groceries, restaurants, all
So
that
they
stuff
diverted it.
stopped.
So they diverted it to somewhere else. But by like the same token, I believe that can happen. But I don't think we should mess with those insurance companies just yet. We should try something small because right now we can't even hang together. Uh, on something small. So
Well,
those
maybe
things.
we should start small so that we can
That's
hang
what I'm
together.
saying. So
Yeah.
even like people calling in on the show or like one that's hitting us up right now, I, I would definitely like to hear their feelings and like their sentiments because I'm quite sure they may have family out there, right in like the midst of things and things don't look too good. And like you're right, I did hear something about they are broadcasting on like the media that is a natural disaster. It's no accident. So if you look at your policy, they insurance companies don't cover natural disasters. So I think about half of them people, or maybe even a third, if they got a fortified insurance policy, and I'm no policy maker, no policy holder, but it's in their contract.
And that's just like that insurance that you get on the car where they tout how you have bumper to bumper coverage and buy this
Oh,
extended
please.
warranty policy, and
Yeah.
they will cover you from bumper to bumper. And then you see in the little small fine print wear and tear. Well, what the reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to have wear and tear. The reason I'm getting insurance is because I want to make sure that I'm covered when there's a disaster.
Exactly.
The reason why we get automobile insurance is so if we get in a car accident, we can get our automobile repaired and become whole again. You
Yeah.
want to become whole again, and that's why you buy insurance policies. They had a woman out in LA. She had a policy for 70 years. 70 years.
No, I think she was 70, but
No,
she
no,
had it
no.
for
This
41 years.
no, this she had it. She well, I know you're talking about. There was a lady who was 90 years old.
Yeah.
But there was another lady. They canceled her policy. She had it for 70 years, and they canceled her policy. So, in other words, they're taking a big hit, obviously. But while they have insurance on their insurance, so when a
Yeah.
disaster comes, they can still pay their loyal customers. And what I never did understand about insurance is that you could go a whole year without any kind of problems. They just collected your money, and then you never get a refund. There's no incentive for you to get a discount on the next year or money back not used, any kind of anything. They just keep your money. And then when something does happen, they don't want to cover you. But yet it was okay for them to get your money for the last 70 years. It's just what is wrong with this system? I just don't get
Well,
it.
it's about the money grab, Trina. You know that. It's about the money grab. Everybody, I mean, they want to pull it in, but they don't want to dish it out. Especially corporate, and that's been their motto for the longest. That's why you got to shop around. So when you were talking about the insurance for like the cars, that is ludicrous. And like when you go buy a car, I'll say it in Maryland, they automatically put that package into your rate. When you go to the bank, or like say for instance, you want to buy a car, they tack on that 3 grand automatically. You said, no, I don't want that. I got this already. And then they try to chisel you after you done seen what they did.
And don't talk about car dealerships.
Well, it's about the money grab.
Let's talk about the car dealership experience that we just had, where
that's what I can tell you.
They just put prices on you. They just add everything. You got to look at that final contract. You got to look at it very, very carefully. Look at the numbers. Look at what they charge you for their fees. Look at every single detail, because what they really focus in on is, all right, your payment's going to be this amount, and you're going to have that payment for 36, 48, 72, 96, 125 years.
Whatever they
whatever. Of course, if you're doing it for 125 years, your payment will be like $5 a month. So, they're anticipating you to be a unintelligent person and only concentrating on the fact that your payment is going to be low every month. But the longer you have that payment, the more money you pay them back. And it used to be, and I could be wrong, if there's a car dealership person or a banking person, call in and correct me. I love
defend yourself.
Defend yourself. But it used to be all the interest money and all that went to the bank. Well, now it's my understanding that the bank and the car dealership split that percentage. So it's to their advantage to not only get you a higher interest rate so that they can make more money, but to also kind of, play that sales pitch game with you while you're sitting there waiting to sign, and keep you from looking at the actual numbers. So what they do now is they give you a tablet instead of paper. Remember, you would get like that long legal kind of paper with 2 or 3 copies, and you'd look it over. The print was like tiny as I don't know what. You couldn't see it, so you would just sign. Well, now it's on a tablet. It's digital. They put the tablet in front of you. But what the salesperson does is they slide everything all the way up till you get to the signature page, as if you're so stupid that you're just going to sign and say, oh, it's just, $550 a month. That's okay. And keep it moving. Well, no. What you do is you slide the tablet back the other way and you read it. And the fine print is no longer fine print, because you can take your fingers and expand so you can see it in 60-year-old eyes, opposed to being blind, because that's what it is. It's so little. A blind person, they think you're blind, you never look. And so you start to question what this price is, that price is. They'll overcharge you for tax and tags. Let's say you got a car and the tax and tags cost you 6.5%. Right. You total it up, it's only like $150. But on that document, they're gonna put $300-$400. They're making money off of your money, but who's looking at what the tax and tags fee is? Who's still pulling out their calculator saying, okay, if I just bought a car for $1,000 and the tax rate is 7%, what am I gonna, if I bought it for $1,000, it should be $1,070.
But yeah, why that came up,
and then about $50 for your tags.
Yeah, the reason why it came up was like,
no, you can't mute it. You got to stay muted. Go ahead.
I am muted.
I just did it. It was unmuted. Go ahead.
Like, we bought a car out of state, and they had to bring that up because we knew how much it cost to register a car, get tags, and the whole thing. And they had a $350 price tag.
And tell them what they told us when I questioned it.
I don't know, Trina. You are like the storyteller, but I tell you, you had that guy on the edge of his seat.
That guy was so mad at me. He wanted to.
Yeah, he did not want to deal with with my accountant, which is Trina's.
Even when we got done the deal, he didn't even say we're done. He started doing somebody. He didn't even let us know leave the office. He just started doing somebody else's work. He couldn't even. So I said to him at the end, I said, look, let me tell you something. I've been in business 30 plus years. I said, and the customer's not always right. But what you don't do is you don't disrespect the customer. You don't treat them like they're beneath you or that they're so unintelligible unintelligent that they won't understand or take time to look and ask questions and look out for the best interests of themselves. Well, I'm not, you were hurting yourself more than you were hurting me. I said, no, I'm not. I wasn't hurting myself. I was helping myself. And what made you mad is that I was smart enough to know how to help myself by reading the material and making sure that you didn't fudge the numbers. And clearly you did. So then the manager comes in, oh, correct it, just correct it. Well, if I wasn't right, they would have never changed the numbers.
So fast and so quickly. But he had the attitude that we were there on his dime.
Desperate to buy.
And we was insignificant, if you buy or not. Which, like, that might be the mindset for a lot of, car dealers. They do so much volume, but not saying you got to go in on and do everything I say, but you got to know, you got to meet me halfway on like the logic scale and do the right thing. And we end up, getting some money off. And, what I mean? But that's all part of negotiations. And a lot of people don't know how to negotiate.
But you need to, because everything is a ripoff today. You have to make sure that you pay close attention, because in the end, if you don't know, you will pay. If you don't know, you will pay extra. And back to my original point before I got sidetracked with the car thing, is that I wanted to get a Trump starts supporter one so we can have a great dialogue as to how and why you think he's great and what you think he will do for this country, good or bad. So I invite anybody that wants to come on. It's not going to be it's going to be a professional conversation. I just want to understand, the mythology behind the fact that, we have so many people that are sitting in jail for so many small crimes, and they're paying they're paying their debt.
Their debt to society.
Right. And one person in the country, or several people in the country, don't have to do that. And I'm just anxious how that gets justified to a person, especially somebody who may have a family member that's in jail or incarcerated, they say. And how they feel about this new guy taking over. So
well, Trina,
I want to have a good dialogue.
People are afraid to take a bite of that apple. They don't even want to even roll with it, probably until after Monday, after he's inaugurated, and then we'd be able to want to see it, because people are going to show their true colors, but a logical conversation would be in order to see what a projection would be. You know what I mean? Like their feelings, but they're not. Like I said, that's a big bite of the apple they don't want to take, and which I can understand. Because you might lose your mind in it. Because we got something for you.
Well, we really want to get the other side of the coin, so to speak. So we're going to change the subject to, you wanted to talk about, I think it was prescription drugs and the commercials behind the prescription drugs.
Don't even talk about that.
Well, that's why we're here, so we can talk about it.
Okay, well, that's like crazy, yo. We're sitting down, winding down on any day, and you might have been like not noticing, but noticing it. Every commercial is either one or two things: prescription drugs and or insurance. And it goes on about 5 or 6 minutes. Normally you get a commercial, 60 seconds, bam, you out of there.
It used to entice you to go get something to eat. Now it's like,
you know what I mean? Right, go to the refrigerator, get a couple of grapes or something, and then come back. You can almost eat a meal with the commercial that's on there, and then come back and not even miss a thing, which is totally ludicrous. And don't talk about now. These are some long commercials. Now, you might go in and what? Have like a infection on your finger, and you get that prescription, they might have to amputate your leg. That's how.
Because of the side effects.
Right, because of the side effects. It's just crazy. And if you listen to them, half the commercials about what could happen to you after the fact. I don't need anything like that. I want to stay as healthy as I possibly can because, like, you know what? I might not look it, but like I'm a little up in age. You know, just like you know, when I was younger, I used to clean my teeth. Right now, I gotta protect my teeth. You know what I mean? Because they might fall out here and there because I'm old. You know, I might have you know, some you got
Older.
older. Okay, older. But like still in all, you know what I'm saying? It's just like you gotta watch out for things because people will hoodwink you into more than just buying that prescription. Oh, that's easy enough. I've got my credit card out. I know I know a guy or like a family. They got their credit card right next to their rocker. They see something on TV. Oh, you know, like that works. Let me try that. Had a credit card so readily available, and next thing you know, prime time is right there, and you got 50 items at your disposal, at your door from Prime.
Yeah, it's definitely a piece of work, and I think that the issue that bothers me the most is they show the commercials about people being in a happy place. Everything's happy, fun, energetic, dancing, singing. Everybody's, exemplary. Oh, everybody's just blah, blah, never saying or showing you the other side of anything, which doesn't make sense if you're advertising your product. Obviously, you won't sign,
Yeah,
you won't do the negative. But it also goes to the fact that they think that American people are just that dumb. Other countries don't allow pharmaceutical companies to actually advertise drugs. And in fact, doctors in other countries become rich because of how they
Richer.
cure people, not make them take prescription drugs that affect every other organ in their body, but it'll get rid of your bad breath. It'll mess up your kidneys and give you diarrhea and possible stroke and heart attack, but you won't have bad breath. I mean, that's just that's the way that they perceive us as being just dumb people in the public.
No, I think they just think that we naive. But
No, they think we dumb.
everybody in your face is not in your corner. You got to remember that. Everybody's in your face, which is the TV, and you listening to what they're saying. They're not in your corner. You need to do the research. You definitely do.
Definitely. All right. What other topic did you have, Rick? Because we said we were gonna kind of keep this one to a half hour.
Yeah. So I got to go get some. I got to go to the ABC store before they close.
The what? You got to go to ABC store so you can learn your ABCs.
Listen, but like those were the two main things for this week. I got some more. Um, I can't believe everybody's biting. They must be cold.
Oh, you want to talk real quick before we go about the Eagles?
Oh, Eagles and
well, how well they did. Yeah, how well they did, and who they play. They're coming up
they played
against.
the Vikings.
Don't they play Detroit next? Is it Detroit?
Yeah,
I think they play Detroit. But they did good. That game was something else, boy.
Yeah. Everybody did their job. Everybody
So
did their job.
we can bring out our jerseys again.
Man, I think it's all raggedy. But I thought you hadn't changed to the Commanders. I thought like the Commanders were.
Well, they did good too. No, Eagles is always going to be my first. They're second. The Eagles are.
Okay. I got you.
What I like about them now is that they did the newer players are playing as a team. When Vic was there and Lamar, what's his name? Lamar Jackson, I think, or whatever that Jackson player was, and they just didn't stick together as a team. That's why they lost so profusely. But this new team is sticking together. They're protecting their quarterback. They're coming out there and I'm not a football person. I think, the game is just, crazy that they get hurt like that. And, when you're young, you don't even think about it. But now that we're older, you can't imagine how, and you just get older and your bones ache. normally. But if you've been,
That's that natural stuff.
yeah, that's just the stuff that comes with it. But if you've been abusing your body, with that like a football game for 10 years, 5 years, whatever years it is, that stuff shows up when you get older. And oh man, is it worth the money? Oh, I guess it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Well, no,
But I'm not a really good big football player. But when the Eagles are winning, I really do pay
you have
attention.
you on the edge of your seat, though. I'll be checking you out.
Yeah, even though I don't understand the game, right? I'm asking questions.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not going anything, but you're doing good. You coming along quite well. You know what I mean? So, or whatever your favorite team in, let's call in for that. What's your favorite team?
My favorite team?
No, I'm talking about the callers. Callers at 609 484
Oh,
9356.
yeah, they can call 609-484-9356. It's just our second week, so
Yeah, we're just warming up.
And we got to get on that podcast stream. We're working on that so that we can get off of Facebook and be on a real podcast stream and just talk about subjects that are in the news, things that we're feeling at that moment. Just kind of keep it simple, not trying to. Because any other given time over the years, it's January. I'd be talking about the business plan, starting your own business, and get in there and check out your finances from last year. Don't make the same mistakes you made last year, trying to scramble around, trying to figure out what to do next, so that you can sit with your accountant and do your taxes for your business and personal life.
Now that's where they at. There's a tax office.
I'm not talking about all that.
You hit it right on. They're at the tax office getting their refund, getting ready for their game.
Well, they can't do it until after January 31st because they already. Some people got their W-2s yet.
Some of them got them already.
Yeah, they might be there, but we don't want to make this show educational in terms of.
It's about having
go
fun.
Get the training or go get start your business. We've been promoting that for so many years, and a lot of people have done it. I talked to a young lady today that I ran with for mayor back in 2000. I think it was 2000.
Yeah, it was 2000.
Flores. Yeah, Flores. Yeah, I won't say her first name, but Flores. And she's since opened up her own business and
doing well,
doing really, really good. So, there's a lot of people that we've come across that we've helped do their business thing, and appreciate the opportunity to do so, and want to give back because we started out. Nobody was there to. Everybody thought we were crazy, and this computer thing's never going to go anywhere, and it's the devil, and it was all kind of stuff. And look at us now. We got this little device here that does everything: TV, news, phones. Searching for things that you want to find out, directions. Remember, the only way you could get directions was to buy one of those little GPS things, plug it up in your car. Now it's something we keep with us. Just everything's in this little one device.
Mm-hmm.
Spying too. Hint, hint. So,
yeah, well, to get back to the your second favorite team, the Washington Commanders. They play the Detroit Lions for the
that's who plays it. Okay.
All right.
And who the Eagles play?
That I don't know, but they played. I think they played someone at the same time. I'm not I'm a basketball fan myself, but just like knowing what they playing. I hope they do play each other, the Washington Commanders and Phillies and the Eagles. But yeah, it's gonna be a good game. I mean, and now I have my sidekick. She's like hanging in there. She's trying to learn the game now, which is I give you kudos for that. You be going, you be rolling. I like that.
Yeah, it's a little fun. I try to find things to do that are more relaxing than work.
Yeah.
So
enough work.
Enough work. Yep. So what I also want to talk about as we continue to do our podcast is the things that go on.
Oh, we got a hot line. We got a line coming in.
Okay.
It might be the pizza guy.
TBYRD Live, can I help you? Would you like us to put you on speaker? Okay. No, we'll talk about it. And thank you for calling. You're our first caller of the night.
Ooh.
Oh, really? Okay.
Come on.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right. I will answer the question on air. Thank you.
One-sided conversation.
Bye-bye.
That's great.
Well, no, I don't want to just put them on speaker and then they don't want to just.
Totally.
And the very thing we're trying to get away from, she wanted to know when our next casino dealer class was. I said, well, do you want me to put you on spot? She says, no, just let us know when our next casino dealer class is scheduled for February 3rd. And she asked, could I give a little description of what people will learn? And it is Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 for 6 weeks. And it's Casino Table Games Professional, which is the only training program in South Jersey where you attend a program where you learn blackjack, mini baccarat, and or roulette, and our Carnival Games bundle, and 40 hours of customer service training. And the most important part is that you're guaranteed employment at the end of the 6-week training program. So, and speaking of that, Rick, you need to do our commercials. Matter of fact, we got one. An old one. Look at this one.
Got one on tab.
Yeah.
My unemployment just ran out and I still can't find a job.
Mine did too, but I just got enrolled in the Microsoft Office Professional and QuickBooks course, and I needed to update my computer skills to get a new career. Plus the bonus is I start school on October 25th and my unemployment will restart and last until school is completed in January. So that means I'll start the new year certified in Microsoft Office and QuickBooks, which will definitely put my resume at the top of the list.
Really? How can I get enrolled in this program? Because I need my unemployment restarted. And I definitely need computer skills that will lead to getting certified in a career in any industry.
Just call the TBYRD Center at 609-484-9356. But hurry, October 25th is coming fast.
What's that again?
Just call the TBYRD Center, 484-9356. That's 484-9356.
Yeah, that's a cool commercial. We did that like last 2 years ago.
Last 2 years, yeah.
2 years ago. So Rick, you need to, you got to make some commercials. Yeah, we'll make some new ones. And anybody that wants to get us to play a commercial while we're on live, we'll definitely do it. We'll create it for you and play it during our commercial break. And I did say that the next casino dealer class is. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. And she wanted to know if it is free. And it is free to those who qualify. There's 2 types of grant money out there. One is if you're unemployed or have lost your unemployment in the last year, you could qualify for a training grant. And you can also go to your local one-stop center. If that's not the case, you're just not working, haven't had unemployment in the last year, have no income, you could qualify for a free training grant.
Yep, because we can change your frustrations into a bowl of creativity. Because we love people trying to learn new information, which is that casino dealer school is popping right about now. And this is prime time for somebody to get involved, for anybody to get involved. This is time for like the new season. New season's coming around. And you'll be done, finish your school, got your job, and we have two key casinos that guarantee you the job once you finish our course. So it's something. something to really, really think about.
All right. So, in closing comments. I'm thirsty as I don't know what. My water's not
So
cold
like you can
anymore.
and a lot of people love that. Pongo said, they like that soul sucking 9 to 5 job. This way here, like this casino, gets you out in the bright lights. You meet new people. Um, you can start a whole new career or have a new career while you continue on with your regular career. So down 609-484-9356. Thank you.
All right. Any TV shows you watching that you want to talk about
Oh
before we
man.
close out?
Here we go. Family Business, baby.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that. You hadn't watched it already, didn't you?
No. Well,
Yes,
no.
you
I
did.
started watching it,
Yes, you did.
but I didn't finish it.
Okay, so you're the one that's gonna go get the ice cream.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Right.
I want to just say that they got a new they're trying to do another version of it. It'll be Family Business New Orleans. So I'm looking forward to that. And Janice Stamos, I think her name is the girl from Good Times. She's in the current one, but she's also going to be starring in the one from New Orleans. So I thought that was a great opportunity for her.
Like a good spin off.
Yeah, because she's been off TV, not steady like this for a while. So opportunity, she's in her 70s. So life is not over. And no, that's what I was going to say. We want to start, giving some tips to people. They said that the millennials are turning 40 now. We got one. Our son turned 42 on January 6th. And now there was actually something that came across my phone that said our millennials turning into their parents. Yeah, everybody turns into their parents. When you get older, you figure out what they was trying to tell you all along was the truth, and it was very helpful. But of course, you young, you don't think they know anything. You don't think they were your age, whatever, and you don't really pay close attention to it.
It's categorized as an aha moment. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, I understand now. Well, let's just hope it's not too late.
One of the things I want to do, and I've been talking to you about this, Rick, is that we don't want to be I want to think like I'm in my 70s. And what I mean by that is we're in our 60s and we remember what it was like to be in our 40s and our 50s, but we're in our 60s. So now if we think about how we're going to feel when we're in our 70s, we can do what we will be thinking about in our 70s while we are in our 60s.
Yeah.
So I want to, make sure that we don't want to be 70 years old and saying to ourselves, we should have done this in our 60s. Yeah. What? So we're in our 60s. So let's do it now. Get her done.
Let's get her done.
As a fellow SCORE member used to say.
Because we thinking that taking that a step further, Trina. A lot of people might not be able to do that, but still have those aspirations. Rather be one way or another, something that happened along the way, and then getting to this age. We gotta think of a name for this. This age or this mode that we're in.
60 and cool.
60 and cool. Now hold up. Now don't let me bring out my derby hat.
Oh please.
Finished then.
And them clicker shoes you got.
All finished.
Them clicker shoes.
You better leave my wingtips alone.
This dude.
You better leave my wingtips alone.
One of us is retired and the other one's not. Even though the other one does a little bit here and there. One of us does work every single day.
And which one could that be?
That's the one that gets up and is dressed to the hilt. Like,
I'm not dressed to the hilt.
Oh, so it is you.
No.
Yeah, you said I'm not dressed to the hilt, so it is you. I said one of us gets dressed to the hilt. Like they get ready to go to a board meeting somewhere, and all we got to do is get on a Zoom or whatever. I just worry about, like the neck up, making sure my hair is straight, my shirt is appealing to the screen. Other than that, I'm in my pajama bottoms and my slippers. I'm comfortable. I love it. I think it's the best thing. It's just like Christmas every day.
Yeah, and it's good for you to be comfortable.
Like yesterday, I was like 2 minutes. I had 2 minutes to get on Zoom at 9:00. 2 minutes.
Did you make it?
Yeah, I went on. I started the Zoom. I said, guys, I'm going to be a minute. Had my video off. I said, click on the platform. Cool, yeah, click on the platform, read it over, and I'll be right back. And got in at 9 o'clock, and I got back around 9:05, and I had fixed my hair, put on my nice shirt, and I was ready. I was ready to go.
All right.
Now, if I had to leave and go to the TBYRD Center or go to a job, you'd have been late, and now you're upset with yourself because you're late. I really love.
I think you love challenges like that, don't you?
What? Going someplace?
No, being late.
Oh no, not when it comes to business.
All right. Okay.
Not when it comes to business. Restaurants and all that stuff or somebody's house. I hate going somewhere and you gotta sit and wait 10, 20, 30 minutes, an hour. Like no,
man, we was at we went to a picnic. And
picnic.
Matter of fact, it was a birthday. And this whole and it was it's the beginning of summer, 78 degrees.
Oh.
And they hadn't even started the charcoal yet. And we had to wait for the hamburgers and hot dogs.
Oh yeah.
Now that was very interesting. We're not gonna say who, but I understand what you're saying. I understand your frustrations.
I like to, I don't know. But one of the things I think, in our little 60s our cool 60s segment. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to always go out with our cool 60s segment.
Yeah.
And our cool 60s segment for me, and then you tell your story, Rick. I never understood when I was in my 40s. We were like, when we were in our 40s in Jersey, we were in the political world. The business was thriving. We were just all over the place. It was never a dull minute. Then we had our night out to have fun on Friday nights. We would go to Khalid's. What was the name of that place over? Trockey, Dr. Trockey's restaurant, some spot he had. It was a bar, and we would drop our son off for skating. It was a group of us. We would drop our kids off to the skating rink, and we would go there. DJ, food, dance, fun.
Yeah, Trina used to go every Friday, boy. She used to get unplugged. She used to go.
I was not unplugged, but I used to have fun. But then during the week, we would go to these different events, business events, networking events. And of we would get like a cocktail and just kind of sip it. And we'd be looking around at these old people in their 60s and like, Dad, you're retired. You don't have to go to work the next day. What we have to limit ourselves to a drink, maybe two, because we got to get up the next day and go to work. But you guys don't. And I never understood why they weren't like, having more fun and drinking. It's because you can't. When you get in your 60s, you cannot drink and party like you used to. You just cannot. Your body will not hold up. And now I understand why they were.
I understand too.
Y'all understand? So that cool thing, if you're in your 40s, enjoy it. Because when you get to your 60s, everything starts to slow down.
Bartender, I'll take a 7-Up or
yeah. Because we went out the other night, and no, was it Saturday?
It was Saturday.
Yeah, and we went to this seafood spot, which I'll talk to you about seafood probably next week. But anyway, I didn't have seafood. I'll tell you about that story. Ended me up in the hospital in cardiac arrest. And I don't really tell my business, but we'll talk about that another time.
That one needs to be told.
I'm going to talk about that. Stay tuned for that. The good news is that what they did to me, they put me in cardiac arrest. They also saved me. So that's why I'm here today to talk to you. But anyway, we go. And they got a nice DJ. It's nice, fun. The food, they make these lemon pepper wings that are just off the chain. And we were just having fun. And the guy tells us that there's this drink special that they have, and it's a blue something. What was it? reminded us of our trip.
We were in Disney World.
At Disney World, and
I think it was a blue Malibu.
Hawaiian blue something.
Yeah.
It did have I could taste the Malibu liquor in it.
Yeah, pineapple juice.
Yeah.
And some other new stuff.
Oh man! And of course, I drank one, and I was like, "This is good."
That was it.
Got another one, and it were only $6 too. So Rick had two, I had two, and then I needed to have a third one. Oh man, well, that was Saturday night.
Oh boy.
Sunday. Oh man, this is the part that really kills you is, and I used to hear my mom say it a couple times. Other people, friends of ours, that sometimes they drink and when they wake up the next day they got a really nasty taste in their mouth. I'm thinking, all right, just brush your teeth and wash your mouth out and keep on moving. That nasty taste be coming up.
Yeah, I had to get you a mint.
Yeah, I had to get a mint to get the nasty. I brushed my teeth and everything. I still had a nasty taste. So I'm on dry month, and I don't know if you know it, but it's the young people's term when you say you're going dry. I never heard of it. I never heard of it until my son said it. Dry means you're not having any cocktails for the whole whatever that duration is. So I'm not having any cocktails for the month of January. Yeah, Lent. But let me tell you, and that was just like a little mixed drink. I've had like rum and cokes when we used to party back in the day, and we have vodka and orange juice. This was like a little girly drink.
Yeah, you were getting like the show.
Malibu rum. That's what it was. Malibu rum. Girly drink. Oh man, I was like, I wasn't really like hungover, but
you were almost there. You were there.
I was almost there.
You were there.
And it was just 3 drinks. 3 drinks. And they don't put a lot of liquor in drinks today. You go in there and get a drink today, you got more ice and soda and whatever. And you got just like a little teeny bit. But what could I say? But I had fun. I recovered the next day, but it'll be a long time before I have 3 drinks again. So that's my cool 60s story for today. All right, Rick, you can take it out. You got like 5 minutes.
Oh, no, I got less than that. I just want people to have a good time. I want people who like to redesign themselves.
You got to tell us a 60s story. Something that,
what?
60s that 40, 50-year-olds, or you relate to another 60-year-old.
What about what?
About getting up, being in your 60s and feel not.
Yeah, we just not told we don't say nothing old. So I'm trying to be young, and I'm still trying to convince you to go out there.
And rake the leaves.
No, we got this wood stove, and I'm still trying.
Trying to give me.
Go get some wood, but
I'm a girl.
Well, she's not doing that.
I'm not trying to be nothing else but a girl. I've been a girl for 60 years.
I don't really have no story. I'm just laying back, enjoying myself, and I can still smile as long as I can get up. Every night I go to bed, I say my prayers. I get up every morning. You know what I mean? Thank the Lord that that I can't get up. Because I know a lot of people my age, they're not getting up, or they haven't gotten up yet. And I'm an early riser. I get up about 6, and it's like clockwork. I guess that's the military in me.
Oh, listen, you remember Kenneth McGee, right? He's watching. Says bring him on video. I'm gonna try this and see what happens.
Okay.
Let's see if it happens.
Kenneth McGee.
We tried to bring
That sounds familiar, Kenneth.
Yeah, he I think he took a class. I remember his face. I can't remember.
So we got to change that screen in here or what?
I don't know if it brings it into
it should bring it in.
StreamYard, because see, we're on a podcast platform, even though we're casting on Facebook and YouTube. I don't know if it comes in because I hit bring on video.
We'll give it a try.
And it sends requests. Maybe he dropped off. He could have got off.
I remember.
I don't know how to do it. No, McGee. I think I'm trying to think because let me see. I see his picture, but it's small. I can't really see it.
We appreciate you.
That's another thing. Which as you get older, even your glasses don't work.
Yeah, this is
You
crazy.
see good, but you don't see as clear as you used to see. Matter of fact, I gotta what I have, Rick, I gotta get done.
She got to get lasers. Well, I had it maybe about 2 years. No, maybe about a year ago. Like
A year?
Yeah.
How about 2 months ago? What are you talking about?
Nah, it was. Well, it seems like
last year. Yeah, last year.
Well,
which we only like
okay.
15 days into the. See, that's
yeah,
one of them.
last year,
That's one of
okay.
them senior cool moments.
They go another one.
They go another one.
But anyway, listen. Like what it is the retina lining. After you get so much in age, your retina comes down from your eyeball, and it needs to have it to be more or less. It's like a cup, and it comes back, and it needs to be lasered back up onto the back of the wall, and that's what it is. When you start to see blotches, or when you start to see, you think you have a piece of lead in your eye, that's not it. You need to go get that. You need to go to a
if it stays consistent, you got to go get it checked.
Because also they call them floaters because they go back and forth right in the lining of your eye, and it needs to be pushed back on the lens so that you can focus.
Tell them what the doctor told you. He said, "Look, I got to go out of town. I can't get it done right away." He said, "No, you got to go now. We making you an appointment right now."
He said, "Doc." I said, "Yeah, Doc. I'm getting ready to go to Land City, Thursday. So, I'll get that done when I get back." He said, "No, you don't understand. You need to go now." I'm like, wow. And that really was startling me. And he had I had a 10 o'clock appointment, and I had to go back at 2. And this young lady, put that green laser in my eye, and listen, I was like crystal clear, 2020 almost, and it works. So if you feel a little floaters in your eye, there's nothing to play around with. And I think I caught mine just in time. If not, I might have been in bad shape. So take care of yourself. Now that occupy that last 5 minutes, Trina.
Yeah, you got it.
All right.
Yeah, I gotta get some procedures so that we can show some video stuff. Because the reason I was
it together.
I was looking down
We're
is
not even trying, but we still want your help. If you can help us out, maybe you have an old podcast station laying around.
Yeah, right. You're crazy. I did want to say one thing, that there's a scam going around for Easy Pass saying that you have a balance due and pay it right away so that your account doesn't close. And it looks like it'll start off, it says easypass.com / and some other junk. And it's a total scam because it'll come from an NJ or whatever state you in. It'll be a state website that they send you if you have a problem with your Easy Pass payment. It won't have a .com at all ever. So and then they have a link. You click on it. It says, looks like it says Easy Pass, got the emblem and everything, but it's a scam. So I just want to point that out. And I just want to thank everybody who's tuning in or about to tune in when they see it. We'll be back next week. And now we got one last caller. Let's see if we can take it. TBYRD Live, may I help you? That's one of those
robocall?
No, yeah, for Windows.
Yeah.
It was recorded.
It
was a recording. Yeah. You can hear when, as soon as they get on, I just go click. I don't even listen.
You shouldn't do that,
Oh, lucky I don't smack them.
All right, it's 8 o'clock.
All right, it's 8 o'clock. I want to give you another taste of one of our little commercials. This is old, so.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't know if I want to play that.
All right, well, what you need to do also, I need for everybody to resonate with value. Share something with somebody, do something with somebody, and be happy.
All right. We are out. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next week. And Rick is going to have some exciting news that he wants to share with everybody. But you got to wait till next week to find out what it is. All right. Let me play my cool music.